Hello friends, this is Mr. Black coming to all my cellists with a new video. This video is going to teach us how to play At Pierre's Door, which is something we haven't worked on yet in class. This is actually one of the pieces that I want to do for our Sweets with Strings performance, which don't be worried, I'll talk about it later, and it should be a piece of cake. Oh, is she a piece of cake? Sweets with Strings. Okay, I made myself laugh. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna, if you can get your Essential Elements book that I handed out to you, I'm on page number 4, and we're on number 5. It's the last line of music on the page. Okay, it's called At Pierrot's Door. Okay, so I'm gonna play it. I just want you to listen, just so you know how it sounds first, and then we'll work on it together. It goes like this: 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so that's how it goes. All right, so I don't expect you to go straight into it like that. If you can, great. But I think a good way for us to start learning this is to not even have our instrument, and let's just try clapping it. Can we just clap it together? Here we go. So let's clap. 1, 2, ready, clap. Rest, rest, rest. I hope you got those rests. You don't have to worry about saying rest. I'll say rest for you, as long as you got the claps right. All right, so we've worked on the rhythm. Rhythm is just quarter notes, so it's not really that hard. Now, let's work on the notes. Can we do it again, except let's say the notes this time. All right, again, don't worry about saying rest. I'll say rest. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 A, D, rest. A, rest. D, D, A, D, A, D, rest. Hopefully you did it. We want to try it again? We can try it again. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 A, D, rest. A, rest. D, D, A, D, A, D, rest. Okay, hopefully you got that. All right, so next up is picking up our cello. I'm not going to go through how we're holding the cello and all of that, just because there's a whole video about it. All right, so if you haven't seen that video, I really suggest you go watch and find that video, just so you can know how you're holding it, okay? And make sure you're holding it right. All right, so we're going to be using pizzicato, so you won't even need your bow. And if you notice in the music, at the very beginning, it says P-I-Z-Z. No, that does not stand for pizza. It stands for pizzicato. Okay, so we've talked about pizzicato. All right, so before we start playing, we have to make sure we know our string names. Do you remember which string is A, which string is D? Do you remember? We have A, D, G, which we won't even use, and C, we won't even use either. Okay, so let's try to, can you play your A string for me? Hopefully you played this string. And then your D string. And you should have played this one. All right, okay, so can we try to play it really slowly together? All right, so if you can say the notes while you play, awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'll say it. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 A, D, rest. A, rest. D, D, A, D, A, D, rest. Hopefully you did that. All right, this time, if you were saying it, this time try not to say it at all. I won't say it. All right, I'm just gonna be playing it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. 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 How'd you do? Okay, I just remember, I forgot to say, where should we be plucking? First, which hand should we be using? All right, so if you're looking at this video, you probably think that this is my left hand. This isn't my left hand, this is my right hand, okay? So this is the same hand that we actually hold the bow with, except I'm gonna place my thumb on the fingerboard like that, and I'm gonna use my index finger to play right over at the right edge of the fingerboard. I'm not really in the highway, because that's really for our bow. I'm in the edge, like right there. Okay, so now that we know that, and just in case you weren't doing it, can we try it again? Here we go, let's try it. Ready, 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest. Rest. Okay, how did that go for you? Hopefully it went good. Okay, so this is the end of our of this video. All right, so I want you to keep practicing that. The good thing about this video is that I played it so many times during this. You can play it with me however many times you want, and we can be playing at Pierre's door for hours if you wanted to. Okay, so I hope you stay tuned for a new video, because I am gonna do another video helping us with our suites with strings. But I will see you at our next class. All right, adios.